Hello there, warrior of light. How are we all doing today here in the world of yours, since we last saw one another? The last time that we saw one another, we were traveling around the first, saving the world there from the light, being the warrior of darkness for them. How was your adventure down there? You told me about a friend that you had to remember them that they once lived. Or you were helping a descendant of Minfilia to rebuild a land space that was wasted by light, fighting against elemental primal summons based on how you recall them, where in the end the girl showed off her true rainbow colors to another girl who was unsure who she wanted to be with in the first place. Or you just worked on very hard with the people there in the first to rebuild all the necessary things, crafting cookies for a quick buck of gale, to buy your latest housing items for your own personal house. Not that I did that with a bunch of cookies during the time. Anyway, it's good to see you once again, and a good timing in fact as well, since we are at the end as we know it. The final days are among us since you last left. There are people gathered all to the smartest place in the world to make a spaceship to fly off to the moon, where bunny rabbits we did communicate will provide us to take care and fly us away with the moon somewhere very safe, wherever it can be. Some people are working for a cure against it, what makes the final days happen, in the land where talking elephants work with their emotions as their main selling point. There are also rumors going around that people are also time traveling all the way to the past to find answers there, and going all the way to the end of the universe to find something, anything that can help to prevent it all. For me, what I will be doing this time, well, the final days are among us. It is very simple, my friend. I'm going to make sure you there, the warrior of light, will dress up for the Endwalker as we speak. What? This video is all about fashion and how to look stylish in it. This is a series where we're showing off some wonderful outfits for you all to wear. Outstanding mix sets to stand out compared to every basic player that wears the same set like those smart guys around me. Where in this episode we are looking for amazing fashions that you can wear for the 20 jobs that you can wear for the 4th expansion that's called Endwalker. Don't worry who just started out with this expansion, since you are in luck because we are going to make fashion that you can wear all the way up to level 90. Only the use of the market board, NPCs and basic content what the PvE has in store. So no grand companies, PvP, seasonal rewards and the Moogle store. All those sets that you can wear are all for you for the taking. Easy peasy, right? Not really, since some sets in here you do need to be at your very best when you do the raid series, if you want to get a piece of equipment that can be colored. So for this episode there is no holding hands, you got it? Also, some sets in here can only be from doing a job quest, if you are okay with that. Maybe there's also a set that can only be gathered if you do your daily deliverance with crafting. Also, before we go any further, a disclaimer. Everyone has their own taste what they like or dislike to wear, because fashion is an open-minded thing and everyone has their own looks what they think look good or bad. All is okay in here, since in the end it's about what you like to wear for the warrior of light. See this more as a helpful guide in some amazing fashion ideas that you can use. There will be some pieces you can see from this video, or stuff you find along the way. With that all set, shall we look for some amazing glamour for this last adventure? Sprouts and Moogles, I welcome to you all to Fashion Fantasy Endwalker Edition. It has been a journey for the young Paladin. It started out as a simple young knight who wanted to join the Paladin's Adventure Guild, and look at it now. All grown up, all the way to the end. Even if it wears all the way up that you can wear to the expansion of Endwalker. All it's been throughout his journey from the start of his adventure. He still wears it is old silver circlet, to keep the memory that all great heroes start out very small in their adventures. Every hero has their own adventure how it all started, yet for this one, or Paladin, it's wearing this all the way until the very end. When the people of Eorzea ask for help of the gods to fight against the end of days, they send out a warrior to the field of battle wearing a gifted golden armor chest built by the gods. The warrior got this blessing after doing the 12 labors of pandemonium to prove itself it is worthy in the eyes of the gods, all wearing Greek-inspired armor that every mortal can make with their crafting skills, to show them that even a simple man that works very hard can be gifted by the gods like this warrior over here. Now it is time to work for the 13 labor, what they call it. Someone has to be in the front lines against the threat of death, so that the rest can escape for a brighter future. Dark Knight has nothing to lose after all what has happened to the Eden Raid to help a girl with red hair in the first. It's their oath what brings them justice, even if they need to be called the Demon Lord. They can be called whatever they like, with its horn-like helmet and the darkest of Knight's armor. Because the Dark Knight knows he is the last line of defense against the end, for those who come after. While the land is in chaos, there still needs to be protection for everyone so that they can run somewhere safe. Sure, the Gunbreaker was last ordered to protect only important people as a bodyguard, but he knows every world person is worth saving for their protection. Even he needs to bring out his old low rank gear. Good thing that a body piece that was gifted to him from his last job was from a business partner who has his own jet shape like a white dragon with blue eyes owning a card game for kids. Oh well, what's the point in protecting third-rate rich people if there won't be any fourth-rate civilians to protect? It's time to put the power of the Dragoon to the test. People always say that dragons are as strong or even stronger than the gods here in the world. They say because of their Eye of the Dragon over the years mighty scales to power their body. Well, this Dragoon, now wearing the scales as armor, what they have been trusted by Dragon Leader that lives in the city of Chakra and Science. So it's now ready to high jump up into the skies with every dragon to challenge that the end is coming. High up into the skies, even as high as the end of the universe. When the end is coming, some people use desperate ways to fight to survive. Some may start to make a soul offering to the world of darkness so that they can get a better chance to protect their loved ones, while slowly getting eaten alive by the Reaper they have summoned that can take control of what they host. Most people even can survive for after so long, but there are a few people amongst them who can use them without any harm. They are all known as the Reaper job, using the power of the Dark Realm with the Soul Reaper backing it up for strong magical slashes with their scythe. All to make sure that the people are safe against any threat like the creatures of the end, or even worse ones, their own people. I, the darkness ruler of the universe, had the power in my grasp. Then all of a sudden, a foolish samurai wielding a powerful sword of the first tries to stop me. We had a great battle that lasted for ages, until I was at my mercy with its blades. Before the foolish samurai could defeat me and save its land, I cast a great darkness spell and used it to send him to another dimension, to the 14, where the end of days is taking place. Now that foolish samurai is looking away back to his dimension and defeat the great darkness once and for all. Once a prince in the far dimension of the 13 of the realm of darkness, he seeks out for revenge who put down its kingdom, seeking around the world, lurking in the dark. It's looking for the fire elemental fiend, who he believes will restore its kingdom back to what it once was. Until the ninja found out, he must learn that he is not alone in the shadows and needs to fight with friends. Maybe he needs to seek a couple of friends who can be there for them when they most needed it to restore his kingdom, defeat the fire fiend of darkness. Being the best with your fist can come very handy in the blockbuster world here at Old Sharlayan. A job that can do practical effects without any stunt doubles to rely on to save up tons of money. Then you can do it all in a rush hour before you go to work for your main task while you are here. That is to get yourself the 12 zodiac animal seals that are hidden somewhere here that can be the key to saving the world from the end of days. And one more thing! You may be an amazing monk now, but you still need to take care of your niece who wants to be the next Karate Kid, so better save up time to teach her cleaning in motion with both hands. You got that, Master of the Arms? For the bard out there is no really story behind it that I have in mind. Maybe like the fable legend himself where this set is based on it. Nothing that would fit well in this expansion in Endwalker in any shape, way or form. That's okay, because sometimes you just need to be creatively when you need to look back what you have made back in the past. A simple set based on what I made back in the level 50 days in a Realm Reborn. It's going to be a simple set, a better looking set that can be steal gold from the rich and give it to the poor in a good old fashioned day. Better make sure that the people are still in the cheerful spirits even when the end of days are among us. Well, you can cheer them up with your dance moves? I sure hope so, since there's going to be one piece with this set that will be a long time to get it. You may be asking, what piece of equipment am I talking about? Well, that piece of equipment has to be the headpiece that we are talking about. To get this headpiece, you need every job from Endwalker to reach level 90 to get an achievement that this headpiece will be a reward. So that is 19 jobs from tanks, DPS and healers. All for a simple headpiece that looks very cute on a dancer. So I'll say it again, dancer. Do you like to cheer people on before your sanity ends? Howdy, partner. Didn't see you there. Was taking a sip of my glass of milk with a big metal iron on my hip, while shooting faster than you may blink with those hideous creatures that came disturbing my vacation here. I was supposed to be taking a break from the rest that you call the new world over here to relax a bit, but showing off my shooting skills and saving the world is a nice job on the side as well. Just make sure that my cowboy hat keeps on while I shoot my big iron on my hip against those hideous creatures, saving you all from the end. Yeehaw. Here in Old Sharlayan, here in the house of Glamour, is happy to welcome you all during the time of need. They were once adventurers too in their youths, so they know that sometimes you need to take a rest before going off to a new adventure. Like here, one of our royal red mages in the house is now working as a part-time job here as a wonderful guardian for the wife of the house. It can cook, it can fight off scalpers, but most importantly, it's how to keep the lady of the house Glamour entertained with its adventures that she has made during her travels. All the way back from the first dungeon when she was a younger sprout, all the way to the end, to the east, where she was hunting down on the side for some seals. Just be sure you work on your weekly deliverance servants with your crafting skills, so you can wear those fancy pants and gloves for the red mage in the house of Old Sharlayan. Most people seek places to hide for shelter, inside cities or inside the castle walls, all the way up to the north in the world of Eorzea. You're always free to enter there up to the north, where we only have nuns here to take care of you. But you must confess your sins for what you have done with your life. Only the kind-hearted people are allowed to shelter in here after all. Only the good-willed people will survive from the end. If you are a bad person or break any of the rules here up the north, then you will get a fireball to the face by the nuns that are here to punish your sins for what you are. Still want to take a risk for seeking shelter here up the north with the nuns? Emotions are the things that drive us forward to the end. Will it be positive or negative, joy or sadness, we carry it all with us, since it's the emotional spectrum that makes us what we are in life. Who we are as a person, and no one can take it away from us. So let us emotions be our primal source as we summon our ultimate weapon against what's coming to us to the end of days, where we stand up and move forward until we reach to the end of the universe, until we see a new light that will bring us joys and cheers. With the power of emotion, we can drive off the final days. I am blue, blue am I. Day has acquired a new spell. It shall become of the spells of fun that break out thy chain of limit day. With the birth of the blue mage, they will obtain the spells of bosses that shall lead the freedom for thou ends. I am blue, blue mage I. Thou hast created a bond with a heart strength. This job, born and embedded by will unyielding, shall become their last surprise. Thou hast gained a glimpse of the truth, gathered the limit power to tread the end of days. I am blue, blue am I. Even the gods would like to help us during the time of need. Yet it's not easy for them since they use a different language compared to our own language. But one thing we can communicate is to write with the stars, with the star alignments. Good thing we have people who are here, who can look up to the skies and read the stars and work on history with their job. Maybe they can read what the gods are trying to tell us, how we can defeat the end. Sure, it may take time since stars are very big and every star tells its own story. So draw your next card and read the stars, what the gods have to say to us. For us it will maybe the reason how we can save the world from the end. Way back in the past, there lived a bunch of people who had the power to control either itself with a snap of its fingers. They can make new life forms, they can see fit what can work and what can't. Where in one of their discoveries, they made also that they can heal people with some stones based on their bonding with their partner. All they have to do is shoot lasers against the pest and the person would be healed from it. Also, they can use those stones to shield the party for big events like the ends of days that came to them at the end from the creation they have made. It's history, it's repeating themselves, or shall we, the new sages, have a way to stop it for once and for all? Ah yes, the classical healer in all of Final Fantasy. For this job, I wanted to go for a set that makes it like we made it at the end, like any typical fantasy RPG game. Going with a classical robe in white and red, with some gloves from the market you need to dye. It's not a cheap one, it's not a cheap color, for some amazing beautiful looking boots from the Raid series and Endwall crest offer. Sure, we can go for a good story for that one, why it is fitting in this expansion. But I think a simple white mage is all you need from time to time. Even in old Charlian, no matter what happens in the world, students still need to be in their studies for the next session in class. Hope we can still study under the pressure of the end of the world is coming. Can you find your study books in the library today? Making sure you can do your homework for the teacher that is the scholar. It will test you of what you have done for your work and what it has been giving to you. And don't try to cheat on him in his lessons and get away from it. This scholar has a little fairy as its partner that can see if someone is cheating with their mystical eyes. So are you ready to study with all the stress and pressure? there it all is. All sets what you can make for your all to wear for this expansion. You know, after working on this series for over 2 years now, I really didn't expect how wonderful it is. I'm just a simple man that likes to share his passion that happens to be in the world of Final Fantasy XIV. If there's one thing I have learned from this series, it's that I really don't need to overthink on my work. Only because I want to be sure to send out a message to everyone how much it means to me. But hey, if I made one person happy with this content, then I would say it is a success. That does mean this is the end of it all? No way! There's way more stuff that I can do in Final Fantasy XIV, while the rest is going to explore the new world in their holiday seasons there in Dawntrail. I may be working on other projects before I'm ready to take my holiday there. Crafting sets? The hard difficult content that I maybe want to share? Other content that maybe was on the site for over 2 years in the backlog? And maybe different games that need fashions. I cannot thank you more than enough for all the support and love you have given me over the years. Remember to always be kind to every sprout and show them how wonderful the world of Final Fantasy XIV is. I'll guess I'll close this video for you all now. Till we see each other again, people. Bye bye everyone. Bye bye.